Welcome to Finan Simple, where money is made easy. Here are secrets from John Rockefeller to help you generate wealth. Most billionaires today all follow a similar pattern of getting rich, and there is a good reason for that. Rockefeller once said, "The most stable thing in the world is the ability to make money. In the right form, it is unshakable." Imagine being able to make any amount of money you want. It could feel as though you can only dream of that. But today, that misconception is going to get debunked. If you look at John Rockefeller and how he made his $1 billion, you'll discover some groundbreaking financial strategies that can make you wealthy. Do you still not believe it? Then finish the video and decide for yourself. Let's get started. John Rockefeller is actually the first person to earn $1 billion. Rockefeller invested $2,000 as the beginning capital of his first company. Of this, he borrowed $1,300 from his father. When Rockefeller passed away in 1937, his fortune was reported to be worth $1.4 billion. The equivalent number in modern times is 318 billion. Elon Musk, one of the richest persons in the world, only has an estimated net worth of $219 billion. After carefully reading John Rockefeller's history, it can be concluded that his financial success may be attributed to a select few financial talents. What are those? It will be explained what these skills are all about. Number 1. Keep track of your money. When he was 7 years old, Rockefeller worked on a neighbor's farm, helping to gather potatoes and breed rabbits. Then he took his mother's advice and entered everything, down to the last cent, into the ledger in his first entry. How much money he received, for what, and how he spent. John retained these ancestors of the contemporary cash flow statement, one of the instruments used to maintain tabs on the company's finances until his passing away. John lived for 97 years. Rockefeller's childhood was spent in a low-income household, as his biographers like to point out. However, there was no information about his father's income. What is known of the future of billionaire's father was a traveling salesman who traveled extensively across the nation. Rockefeller's mother had to save money while her husband was away from home. Because of this, she developed the habit of counting every dollar, which she then passed on to her kids. John has known since he was a little child how tracking money increases its value. His parents encouraged him to attend college, but Rockefeller opted for an accounting program at a commercial institution. After finishing his studies, he was hired as an assistant accountant. His supervisors were quick to discover and admire his love of statistics. Rockefeller's eyes would always light up when he was given such responsibilities because none of his colleagues wanted to mess with finished periods and initiatives. Starting off, Rockefeller made $17 each month. It was already $25 by the second month, and a year later, he was earning $800 a year as a manager. It is crucial to underline John's dedication to financial education since it was his understanding of money that served as the cornerstone of his future prosperity. This emphasizes the significance of personal financial education, which you should take note of. Next, do not be afraid to borrow. Borrowed money is viewed by business owners as a bad thing that should be avoided. They don't have to, as demonstrated by Rockefeller's example. Number 3. Fulfill obligations. When it came to meeting his responsibilities, particularly financial ones, Rockefeller was always cautious. No matter how challenging it was, he faced many obstacles in his early years of business operation. Yet, he always managed to locate the appropriate sum by the required day. His autobiography, How I Made $500 Million, Rockefeller relates how his father unexpectedly showed up at his office to make a loan payment and stressed that he wanted the cash now. It is unclear to Rockefeller whether the coincidence occurred by happenstance or whether his father purposely selected the dates for educational purposes. In any case, he paid each creditor exactly as agreed upon and on time, even his own father. Over time, bankers would believe Rockefeller when he said he would, giving him access to everything in their safes. The best assurance was his track record in financial affairs. Therefore, it is important that you closely check your credit history and financial reputation. Coming next, each decision has its price. Rockefeller did not behave irrationally, which allowed him to borrow money without concern and routinely meet his commitments. Each choice was thoughtfully considered before being made. He constantly considered how he would repay the money, how much he would make on the borrowed money, and when and how much he would have to pay back. He estimated when and how much he would double his own funds if he invested them. Millions of dollars were invested in Rockefeller's businesses. Rockefeller did not forego an investment if it resulted in an increase in output or decrease in expenses that increased earnings. Rockefeller was the first in the United States to start moving oil in rail tanks rather than on horseback and to operate full trains throughout the nation. When he saw devastation caused by frequent fires and realized that the early American refineries were essentially sheds, he was the one who decided to cease investing in the safety of refineries. Lastly, the concept of wealth. There are financial realities that have been proven time and time again and will make a lot of people wealthy. That is precisely what John Rockefeller's financial acumen is all about. Most of you could be put off by their accessibility and ease of use. However, those who can correctly handle things and discover the power inside themselves can quickly reach their financial objectives. Those were the wealth generating strategies that you may learn from Rockefeller's experiences during his time. It may be helpful in guiding you to be smarter with your money, that you may be able to build your wealth and possibly get richer in the future. Always stay focused on learning and developing discipline. Get educated, make a plan, and stay the course. If you found this informative, smash the like button, please share it with a friend, comment down below, and let us know what would you like to have made Finan Simple next. And definitely subscribe so you don't miss new content. Keep your head up, ears open, and always search for knowledge. See you soon.